Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Obelix here, coming at you today from the Final Frontier. How y'all doing today? So, last time we set up these farmers back over my head, one on each side. These are the Actually Editions farmers, and we got power to them. Now, I've done a little bit of work off camera, not much. But I did what I told you I would do, and I cleaned it up a little bit. Remember, we had the laser, we had the power all sitting like right here, and we had the lasers running down here, and then shooting across the lawn here. So I've cleaned them up a little bit, and I've changed the crops around a little bit. So here we've got rice, and here we have hemp. Now the farmer does not want to deal with the hemp, so that I'm still manually dealing with. And over here I've got an entire field of canola. So that is giving us our power. Now let me show you what I did down here. So I took our plant that's producing, our canola is being sent down here through this pipe through the farmer, and it's coming into our canola press. And this is the same press we had upstairs. I just moved it down here, and it's turning the canola into canola oil. Now remember, this guy needs power. We'll get back to that in a second. So then we're using, this is using an item transfer node on the edge of the farmer up there. Now I'll show you that in a sec. Now here we've got the fluid transfer nodes with a pipe going from the press into the barrel, the fermenting barrel. Now this guy didn't take any power. He just takes the canola oil and he turns it into refined canola oil. Then we're using another fluid transfer node and a pipe to pipe out into our oil generator. And this is the same generator we had upstairs. So we're filling it with refined canola oil, and it is producing power. Now it is powering this atomic reconstructor and this energy laser relay, which is shooting the power down here, shooting the power up here, then sending some that direction and some up. So we have one farmer over there and one farmer over there, so that's where they're getting their power from. So if I come up here, I'll show you what we're doing. So here's our transfer node on the back of the farmer, and this is an item transfer node, and it's just sending the canola down this pipe. And that's heading into that canola press. And of course, here's the laser. So the laser's shooting up, it's connecting to this laser, and then connecting to this laser on top of the farmer. And now it doesn't have to be on top, it could have been on the side, but either way, I'm going to have not a block that, somewhere around it, either on the sides or on the top. So I just went with the top. Now I'm doing a very similar thing over here. But I can show you this because we're processing the items a little bit different, because we're not making power out of any of this stuff. So here's the power coming up from the basement down there, shooting into the farmer. We've got our item transfer node just like we did on the other side, but this time I'm running it over here and into the back of our refrigerator. So that's our refrigerator, and that's a refrigerator. So if I come over here, it's piping into these two refrigerators. You can kind of see it right there in between the two. And what that's doing is sending rice. Lots and lots of rice into these refrigerators. Now what does that allow us to do? Well, to make rice bread, which you notice has 3 haunches worth of food. So we're going to be switching to a rice bread diet, at least for a little while. It's something we can produce very easily. You just have to take a little bit of rice and set it in a 3x3 grid. And actually, you can do this through the cooking station. I'll show you in a second. but it makes the rice dough. So you can do it through here as well. If I type in rice, you get the rice dough. So same deal. You pop that in here, it cooks it, and it'll turn it into the rice bread. And it's kind of nice animation how it slowly switches from one to the other. And once it fully cooks, it'll just pop it over here. Of course, we did waste a piece of coal, but hey, what you gonna do? But yeah, so that's how we're gonna be making our food for the next little go round. Now, I've got a couple things I want to do today. One of which is I want to take care of these. Right now, I'm burning coal to cook things in my furnace, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I want to tear these guys out, and I want to switch to some form of an electric furnace now that we're producing power. And I did clean out a hole over here so we can get power up here from the basement. I'm just going to clear that out a little bit. Get some lasers and get a crescent wrench, and I think we're going to stick with actually additions. Just because, why wouldn't you? So I think we're going to make this powered furnace, which is actually a double furnace. So for this, we're going to need 2 of these coils, which means I need 8 Restonia crystals. Remember, we make those with redstone. And I'm going to need 2 Inori crystals, so that's iron ingots. So I need 2 iron ingots. And I need 8. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of these. Why not? Not like we're hurting for resources or anything. So let's run down here to our atomic reconstructor. Hey, our ore bushes are doing just fine. And I will pop the redstone and the iron in front of this guy. Hit the button. Zapify it all. So now we got our 16 Restonia and 4 Inori. And pop back up here. And we're going to need some furnaces. And we need some black quartz. And let's go ahead and make those coils. Oop, I need 2 more. Pop them in here. There we go. Now, let's see. What else do I need? 2 furnaces. Got that. And some cobblestone. I think we have enough cobblestone. We should be okay. Oh, we need to make 2 iron casings. Do I have any iron casings? I do. Look at that. 2 iron casings. Nice. Pays to search. So there's 1, and there's 2. Now, pop 1 there and pop 1 there. So they just basically have 2 spots you can cook from. If you click on this, it will auto split the items. So if I put, 64 items in here, it'll move 32 of them over here, and it'll do 32 and 32. So it'll cook twice as fast. Nice. So we're going to pop this here on the back, and I'm only going to do 1 for right now because I think we're going to need to possibly make another laser in order to do what I want to do. Maybe not. It depends on if I can stretch this guy or not. So our hole is right there. We can see that laser. I'm going to need to put a block here and a laser there. And now I need to connect these 2. So I'm going to shift click that laser and go upstairs and shift click that laser. So we'll build that connection. Then, you know what? I wonder. I'm thinking we may want to make a battery. I'm thinking maybe a power cell. Yeah, a bunch of RF. Oh, we need prismarine, which we need nether quartz, which we can do in our atomic reconstructor, but we're going to have to get we either have to go to the nether and get quartz, which we don't have yet. Oh, that stinks. I really was hoping we could make one of those. We could make a mechanism one. Or the thermal expansion one, which is... which one of these? Yeah, Basic energy cell. That's easy enough. Well, we could probably do this. 2 million RF. That'll let us run both furnaces at the same time and have a little extra power. Let's say goodnight to Maruski. Yeah, Maruski and Torfi are both on. But let's go ahead and get this guy connected up first before we start dithering about too much with batteries. So we want to pop that guy there. Now he's not actually connected. And I want to see if maybe this guy will reach. So if I shift click him and I shift click him, that will connect him. Then I shift click there and shift click there, that will connect him. That one furnace we have now has power. Let's see if our laser will reach this far. I don't think it will, but maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, dang it, too far away. I bet it's really close to. I bet it's like there or something silly like that. If it was a couple blocks over, it would probably be fine. Yep, what'd I tell you? Dang it. So close. Alright, so if we connect those like that, unfortunately, it will connect. Now, as of right now, this guy has power, but this guy does not because we only connected up one. So I'm thinking, why don't we take this guy off, move this guy to there, and let's go ahead and make one of these energy cells. So we're going to need some lead, redstone block. We are going to have to make some electrum, but we can do that in our... Wait, we should be able to do this in our tinkers. Hang on, let's see, electrum. So many different electrums, my goodness. Yeah, we can do that in our smeltery. So it is silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. It is not the right time of year for that song. So let's make sure that is off and pop these two in there. And that'll get us an electrum ingot. I didn't make one already, did I? No, I did some bronze, some aluminum brass, but I haven't done any electrum. So we'll let that cook up for a second. Now let's see what else we need for this guy. Where is he? There he is. We need a lead gear, which is iron and 4 lead. Let's go ahead and knock that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And piece of iron. And pop those here. Pop that there. We need 2 more lead. Some glass and some iron. Here's some glass. And some iron. I should be able to make these now. Oh, I can't remember which one goes on the edges, the glass or the iron. We'll just do this. Boom. Now we need 2 lead, redstone, and that guy. And it is what? How many redstone was it? We need a block and... a block and 2 dust. So 1, 2 dust and a block, like so. And nope, we haven't turned it on yet. Have we made the electrum? We have 2 ingots. Pour that out, please. And let's go ahead and get this and this. And we need some lead. So we need lead, and what else was it? Ah, just that guy. Okay. So there's our electrum. So pop an electrum there. We'll pop 1, 2 there. Done, done, and done. And there's a power cell, or energy cell, I should call it. Call it by its real name. There we go. Now, let's feed some go-go juice into this guy. So pull out our wrench, right-click that laser to connect them up. And we see this guy starting to charge up. Nice. So he holds a boatload of power. We're looking at 2 million RF, so it'll take him a while to charge. And our little canola factory down here is going to be cranking like crazy. You can already see the smoke particles coming off of it, and you see just draining. But it's producing 80 RF per tick at 120 ticks for each little bit of canola that it sucks up per 50 millibuckets is what it's doing. Now this is going to completely drain, but our system's going to be able to keep up, pushing the juice it needs to make the power. So it's just going to keep producing power at roughly 80 RF a tick. So let's see. I believe it is red is out. Yep, you see this guy now, or the orange it is. You see this guy getting power now, and now this guy has power. So technically, we had 3 vanilla Minecraft furnace right here. We took up 3 blocks, we had 3 furnaces. Now we're taking up still 3 blocks, but we have 4 furnaces and a battery backup. So awesome. We can cook away all the things we wish to cook. So if I want to cook these guys, let's go ahead and get rid of that electrum. We'll put it over here. I will set this to auto split just so you can see what it does. And if I cook this quartz, pop it in there, you see that it automatically split it between the two. But if I wanted to come up here and say cook some potatoes and some, what was it? Well, let's just do some bread. Why not? There we go. Let's make the dough. So if I wanted to cook both of these at once, if I leave the auto split off, I can cook potatoes on that side and dough on that side. So it allows me to cook 2 different things at once. Isn't that nice? Oh, interesting. Apparently the S key opens up this menu. I don't even know what that menu is. So, but yeah, that's kind of nice to be able to cook 2 things at once, or split them across. Your choice as you're working. So let's pop our ore berries away and button this up. There you go. Doesn't look like we did anything, yet we did a lot. Nice. So the other thing I want to look at today is getting into the mining dimension. So to do that, we're going to need this mining multi-tool. So we're going to need some stone bricks. We're going to need a lot more than what's listed here. We're going to need a stone pick, flint and steel, and a stick. So I've got some sticks up here. We're going to have to make a stone pick, and there's an extra pick. I don't have a stone pick just in here, do I? I do, but it's got damage. I bet you can't use it. Okay, fair enough. So there's that, and do I have any? I do have some stone brick already. I tell you what, let's go ahead now that we have our furnace going. Let's get some cobblestone cooking now. Let's get a second set going as well. And we'll put this black quartz away. Just line things up nicely. And if I do, oop, grab the wrong stick. There we go. Make our pickaxe. Do those. I think the stick was there, and we need flint and steel. So where's our flint and our quote-unquote steel? That is technically iron, because reasons. And there we go, mining multi-tool. Nice. Now we're gonna need several of these guys. There's 6. We're gonna need more than 6. Luckily we have some cooked up stone. There we go. We'll tell Torfy goodnight. And let's see, where do I want to stick this? Where do I want to put this? I think I can move it later, but for now I'm just going to stick it down here. Yeah, I don't really want it here. Don't really want it there. I remember that was our immersive engineering. We haven't done much with that. We need to do a little more with that. I don't really like it here, but hey, it'll work. There we go. And just for good looks. Now, that was just so I could get the sizing down. We need to take these guys out and convert them. And what we're going to do is put the mining multi-tool in the crafting grid with the stone bricks. And you see it does take durability. And for whatever reason, my brain told me that I had... I've read that it said 13, but my brain was just telling me there was 14. I don't know. So there we go. Now, if we just bap that with our right click, we get the mining dimension. Nice. And we can go put our mining multi-tool away, because we won't need that anymore. It doesn't take power or anything to open it or run it. The dimension it's just there all the time. So let's go take a look and see what our dimension looks like. Now you just step into the portal and hit your shift key. And you will be transported to a world of mining. Now, careful, because sometimes these packs, the world is hostile, and sometimes it's passive. Sometimes it's permanently day, sometimes it's not permanently day. You never quite know, unless the pack dev tells you. So let's set our portal, as you should always do when you step into a new plane. And we're going to say portal. Save. We can find our way back home if we need to. And looking at journey map, it looks like we have a Tinkerer's Island there. And not much else. So let's take a quick look. I see no mobs on the surface, so we're probably okay mob-wise. Doesn't mean there won't be any down here. But I'm betting this is a passive world. I'm just putting the torches down so we both can see a little better. Probably not necessary for the grand scheme of things, for keeping mobs away like I would normally do. Just so we can... Actually, I'll just Forgot I have dynamic lighting with Optifine. I could just keep it in my hand. Let's get a black and get over here. Turn that water off because it's annoying. Nice. So you can see a good little place to come and raid for goodies. You know, because you don't have to worry about baddies if your world is set for passive, you know, for a passive mining dimension, which it would seem this one is. Okay, let's get this here, and I'll just put that there. So we can come down here and get all the goodies. Nice. Well, this cave didn't go nowhere. Poop. I was hoping this would be a good place to go. He's got nothing. So yeah, let's just hit the surface a little bit and see what we see. What is this? Is this a maple? Yeah, maple wood from Pam's. I believe it's, yeah, spruce, but sometimes it'll drop maple syrup. So not much to see on the surface. Sometimes in the world, I don't think I have raspberries. Do I have raspberries? Which one is it I don't have? Oh, I don't have blueberries. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the raspberries. Go away. Go away. Nobody likes ya. Can I get maple syrup out of you? No. I'll take the wood. I don't want the saplings. I said I don't want the saplings. There's a slime island. Are you blueberries? Nope, you're raspberries. You want to give me maple syrup? No. Root? Anything I don't have? Nope. Blueberries? Nope. Blueberries? Nope. Anything I don't have? Nope. Nope. All the stuff I already have. Wah, wah, wah. Blueberries? Nope. Big dirt hole that has no resources in it whatsoever. A charged Certus quartz. We'll take it. Sometimes you will find meteors in your mining dimension that you can get presses from for applied energistics. So it's always a good idea to kind of take a quick run around it. Now that's weird. There's no source. Okay. Weirdness. I'll definitely take those crystals, because we are going to have to get an applied energistic system before long. Yeah, in theory, depending on how the pack dev has, set the pack, the ores should spawn more frequently in this world than they do in the overworld. That's the theory, anyway. So, doing your mining here, you should end up with quite a bit more ore for a little less work. As you can see, we're loading up pretty quick, so it's doing us fairly well. Now we're obviously not at a low Y value, so you know we're not gonna get all the diamonds and everything till we get down lower. But probably what I'll do is off camera set up a mine near the portal that goes down to bedrock, or at least very low, like Y15, something like that, so we can get you know, all the other minerals. So I'll probably set up 2 in modded. I find it's a good idea to set up 2 layers of mining. So 1 layer for you know, copper and coal and things like that, and 1 layer for the lower level resources, the aluminum and the diamonds and things like that. You know, so we'll set one at, you know, Y. I think the mining dimension starts at Y80. So yeah, see, we're at Y70 right now, and we're a little ways underground. So it starts a little higher than the overworld does, so there's more ground underneath you. So probably, yeah, around here, Y70 or so, we'll set up 1 tunnel for, you know, us to be able to get copper and things of that nature, and then we'll go down to like Y15 to be able to get all the other stuff, you know, that you can't get at the higher level. You know, but you see, we're just doing a quick little wander around, not much of nothing, and we're getting all kind of resources. So it's definitely worth the effort of building the portal. And you saw the portal was very easy to build. I mean, it's designed to be an easy way to come get resources. Hello, creepy sound. How are you? So we got a ton of copper now. We should be able to move forward with our immersive engineering, because you know that takes a ton of copper. Oh, missed some coal here. Get in my pocket. You know, and if you just happen to want a bunch of dirt or cobble or, you know, andesite or any of that stuff, this is a good place to come get all that garbage too. So without ruining the overworld, you know, you want to keep your overworld land, you know, somewhat natural looking, but you need a whole bunch of dirt or grass or whatever. You come here into the mining dimension and just tear it up. I'm gonna go ahead and get some salt, not because I need it, but because I want it. I have a spice rack in my kitchen that has no salt on it, so I want some salt. No maple. Dang it. I just want a little maple. It's something I don't have yet. And I would like a little bit, please. No. You just, no. How rude. If you're playing a pack that has Botania in it and you're struggling finding all the different colors of the mystical flowers, this pack obviously doesn't have Botania. Sorry, that was very loud in my ear. You know, you're having trouble finding all the different color mystical flowers, all 16, come into the mining dimension and look there. Because it's so flat, it's usually easier to find stuff. Nice. Just pop back on in. Should show back up at the house, and there we go. Fair warning, there is going to be a lag spike each time you use that, as it gins that world. Unavoidable. So, kind of clear out the old inventory. Got tons of things. Look at all this coal, my goodness. Loaded up on coal. And sulfur. Got a bunch of that. And this nonsense. I think we'll move these over here, maybe these over here. So we have room for all this stuff. That's actually salt. And we'll put our Certus quartz and our charged Certus quartz. And some more coal, my goodness. Coal everywhere. And put that in there and come over here. And we'll use our handy dandy smelter to start cooking all that up. We have it set to make ingots for us. It's just going to load it up and then start cooking it all down. And I'm going to put our salt right there. So we got sugar here and salt here on our nice little spice racks. Because why wouldn't you? You could see, remember when we started the episode, all the little yellow tops were here. Because it wasn't needing a whole lot of canola, but now it is. You see it's actually drained some of the canola down to feed the beast generator, because we're trying to fill up this. And we're up to 1.4 million RF. So it's doing its job, burning up all that oil, pressing the oil, fermenting the oil, burning the oil up to make the go-go juice. You see it just cooking away, cooking away, cooking away. But excellent, it is. That is going to serve us well. We can add other machines around here if we need. We can move this guy at a later time. Let me show you. We can move this guy back right here where the laser is and put the laser on the bottom of him, and then run power cables all around him and run a whole bank of machines right here with no problem whatsoever. So we will be able to expand all our machines out all over here. We can just move our crates over here or something out of the way. But that's a doable thing in the future. One more thing I'll show you is if you have an ore shrub and you have these experience berries that you get from it, like we're getting from downstairs, just use a water bottle, pop it into a crafting grid like so. It does have to be in the middle, and these have to be on the top. You get a bottle of enchanting, because I can't words. So you can get some free experience. Plop. Nice. So you can do that a whole bunch with all the berries that you have, and you just get a bunch of experience. You can do some enchants, which I probably will do because I'm at 32 levels, and I got my enchanting set up downstairs. So we'll probably do that shortly. But I am afraid that that is all the time I got for today. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always, as we set up our power cell and our actually additions. Used to be double furnaces, now I think it's called powered furnace. And took a trip to the mining dimension. And until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya.